It's all fun until winter comes and everything freezes, and then you don't know if you've taken all the proper measures to care for your chickens. I would say prepare yourselves before that winter comes so that you are ready. We talked about having the coop be structurally sound, where there's not a ton of air, where there's not an area for other animals to get in, all those things. But in winter, just maybe do a little sprucing. Go in there, make sure there's not holes anywhere for drafts to be coming in when they're asleep. The main thing chickens can get, they're super hardy for winter, but they can get frostbite on their little feet when they're perched on their roosting bars if it's too cold. You don't want any moisture in your coop. One of the things that can cause moisture in your coop is if you have your water in the coop, that can kind of cause there to be a little humidity, a little moisture, and when it's really, really cold outside, that can be a problem. So I would say try to keep your water outside of your coop, maybe in your run, and that way there's no chance for that extra moisture to be in your coop. Prevent the drafts from coming in. Always make sure they have water that is not frozen. You might need a heater in your water. You might need, there's actual waters that have a little base that's warm that you can set the water in and it won't freeze. Whatever you need to do to make sure that they always have fresh water, that's very, very important. If in winter, all of a sudden, you are feeding them and the food is disappearing quickly, that means they are cold and they need something else to keep them warm. I like to make my hens oatmeal sometime in the mornings. I know it sounds a little exaggerated, but I'm just saying they love them some oatmeal, fresh and warm when it's cold outside.
Oatmeal. Yeah, that's the highlight of my life in winter. Plain, saltless oatmeal. No butter, no cinnamon, like you have in your kitchen, just oatmeal. Isn't my life amazing?
You can get some chicken scratch, which that means that's like some corn, some seeds, and mix that in with their feed, and it's literally a little extra thing in their diet to keep them warm. That is important. So for winter, be prepared. Then all of a sudden summer comes and you think, I'm good to go. But it is hot in summer and they can get overheated too. And one thing that is super important is make sure there's nowhere in your coop or in your run that your hen can get stuck. This can happen. Let's say they got scared and they scurried into a little nook and cranny and they got stuck. They can get dehydrated so quickly and they could suffocate. So just make sure that it is safe for them, and then they're not going to get stuck anywhere and get too hot. Making ice treats is really fun.
Summertime is the best time because we get popsicles. Well, maybe not, but there's lots of chicks all around. Summer's my favorite time.
You get a big container and fill it with water and different fruits, and then you freeze it, and then you overturn it and put it in their coop. They love pecking at the ice and the fruit. Watermelon is like the most fun snack. They will come running, and that whole watermelon will be down to the rind. It barely, like even that white part that we think is gross, they think it's tasty and delicious. And that goes down to like the green. They might even eat the green part. So just make sure in summer and in winter, you take whatever means to keep your, animals happy and healthy and not too hot and not too cold.